Okay, finally. Jesus. I really was beginning to think that I was cursed or that I was doing something wrong or that RNG was fixed or something as far as the drops are concerned. Anyway, hey everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Labyrinth. So as you saw, I just re-defeated the crab and, well, this was by far the worst, the ugliest attempt. Of course, naturally, the one that I decided to record. Or that I ended up keeping, I guess, I should say. Because I did try twice before. Recording, that is. I tried a couple more times. That is, I defeated this thing a couple more times, reloading after every kill, because I was just not getting the other drop. I was only getting elastin leather, and unfortunately it turns out that from all I could observe myself and all that I found online, which wasn't much, respawning mini-bosses is purely based on time, which isn't super long. It's like 5 to 10 minutes or so, but obviously, you know, when you want to farm for a specific material drop, or any other reason, well, you can't really, I mean, you probably don't want to just sit around for 10 minutes not doing anything. In normal gameplay, it's fine, you know, they're gonna keep respawning if you just occasionally refight mini-bosses, and then keep exploring more, that's fine, but if you know, you can't just sit down and keep fighting the same mini-boss over and over. Unless there is some other mechanic for it. Anyway, that finally worked out. We got the stuff. And also, yeah, these upgraded grenades, that's not how you use those at all. That's how you do. Yeah. Yeah. Those, turns out, are very, very good for certain things, like blowing up that crab's shell in one go. Extremely convenient. But yeah, anyway. So that's something I did. Off camera. I also defeated the worm thing a second time, the vomiter. The unfortunate part about that one is that it's very inconvenient to reach, so that's not great. And one of the reasons I did defeat it again is that I reminded myself by checking checking all the NPCs. Not that there aren't that many. To remind myself where I saw that, requirement of certain mini-bosses defeated, and of course it was PJ. I have. Right, in fact I have defeated now a total of 4 Accubants. I mean, really I defeated it more than that, but, you know, 4 that counted. And which allows us to get the ESP puck shot. Might as well just get that, I suppose. Oh. Sure. Consumes ESP to charge Puck with energy and fire her at enemies. Okay. And then, yeah, this ESP Puck Spark requires one of each orange vomiter defeated. Oh, but that's not the reason why I defeated the vomiter, the green vomiter, a second time, which obviously is not required, but one of the items that the old, shopkeeper lady sells does require 3 of those abomasum items, which is the rare drop from, I'm assuming, all 3 different vomiters. And maybe, I mean, I don't think so, but it could be that the first kill is always going to give you one of those, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, the second time I killed the vomiter, it did not give me one. It gave me the, whatever it was, dendrite or something. It's normal drop. So, yeah, and that one is so out of the way that I really hope that if I end up having to farm vomiters for their abomasum item, to get 3 of them for the perk purchase, that at least one of the other 2 is going to be in a more convenient location. But we'll see. We'll worry about that when we get there. For now, we have enough money for the next ESP upgrade, so we're getting that. Okay, ESP bar almost as long as health bar now, for what it's worth. Next one, no item required, 3000 aura. Alright. Good stuff. And of course, I mean, since I've already interrupted my normal, exploration pattern, I could go ahead, or rather could go back and, clear a bunch of things that require double jumps. But, that being said, I'm not gonna do that. I was actually considering it just now, but then I remembered that we do have another boss fight right here, right now. And it's quite likely that it's also going to give us some sort of progression-related ability, which of course would make sense to grab early, before we do any backtracking. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay, well... Lost 1 health, it's fine, surely. Let's not lose more though, if we can help it. Now, I wouldn't mind a closer checkpoint than that, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not... It really isn't. Can just drop down from there. Just fine, but yeah, this one is less convenient for sure, because we have to climb up, so just dropping down mostly. You know, trying to not land on those 2 enemies there, like I just did, would not be a problem at all. So, yeah. But also, ideally, we're never gonna have to do that again. Also, turns out that you have to trigger the boss fight manually, so maybe, with any luck, they're gonna give me an even more convenient checkpoint right here? Oh. That's not a checkpoint. You're not a checkpoint. What are you doing here? I mean, it's not super convenient, as in, you know, right outside the door, but I'm still not entirely sure if we've ever seen checkpoints on the backside in any of the areas. I could look through all of them, but I'm not going to do that right now. Nice one. Did I double jump already? I sure did. Hold on. We can do this. Nope, because I also air dashed. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing where, you know, I'm just not gonna really think about my double jump and air dash usage and just use them willy-nilly. I mean, most of the time it doesn't matter at all, of course. Yeah, we got more fishes. More fishes? Sure enough. Huh. So I could just skip the boss entirely. You know, let's just not do that, I guess. It's weird that... yeah, it's just there. So, is it just completely optional, or... I mean, I guess it's possible. Depending on what kind of ability it gives you, if any. Or maybe we can't even trigger the fight yet. Maybe we need something else for it. Maybe we need to get the ability that allows us to break tougher materials first, because that's what it's encased in. But it says interact, so... Is it sealed off or something? Looks like it won't be moving anytime soon. Oh. Really? Yeah, it's just, like, I mean, it looks kind of like an infested Willem Ong, I suppose. It's just a very big Balra that is infested. So, okay, well, that's anticlimactic. So this was never an option to begin with. In that case, what do we do, actually? What does that mean for us? In that case, I could return down here and just continue my exploration. Or I could go ahead and just do a bunch of double jump related things. Huh, I was so sure that we would be having that boss fight. Where's it? One double jump here? Oh, right. Is that convenient to get back to? Yes-ish? Yeah, actually, that's not bad at all. And there's probably not a whole lot left to do here. You know what? Why don't we do that then, I guess? Well, you know, as an alternative for an exciting boss fight, maybe we just have a bit of backtracking and cleanup. Of course, we don't know if any of the double jump sections might lead to something more than just an item. But if they do, that's fine as well. We want to find everything, of course. So let's just start doing that. Okay, it seems like I picked a doozy to start with. I don't know why I decided to basically go across the areas from the far right. It's just because there was a single one here, I guess, and I wanted to remind myself what it even was. And And yeah, so I tried doing what I initially thought I was going to do, just shoot myself against a wall, transform back, and then double jump out of it. But it turns out that I was wrong, I misremembered, and you don't transform back out of PAC form until you hit a floor, not a wall. So that doesn't work, or a ceiling, that also doesn't work. So I tried that a couple of times. I tried shooting across from the rail again, and it just doesn't work. I mean, either you're just way too low, you just hit the wall here, where that thing was, or you try to cut the corner super close, but then you hit this protrusion here, and you just get deflected downward. So I wasn't sure if I was just missing something, but since that seems to be the only thing left to do here, as far as I can tell, I just looked up, you know, if I just googled it and to see if other people found that tricky as well, and apparently yes, they do, and people have come up with a variety, at least 3 different approaches that apparently work. I haven't successfully done it yet, but I have found one that I think is the most promising. So, well, there is one thing that is definitely not intentional, 2 ways that might be intentional, and one that is almost certainly just an exploit. I think I've seen something similar like that to it, where, yeah, grabbing... Yeah, okay, so that does work. So the Gaia grab, or just the grab move, makes it so that briefly after landing you will not immediately cling to the rail, right? So you can use that to just land on the lower block and jump and dash and double jump up to the ledge, apparently. So that's one way that works. I guess that could absolutely work. Another way is people report, I haven't seen it working, and I have tried it a couple more times, and just I haven't seen it getting close. I mean, kind of close, but you know, I don't see what else I could be doing differently, because your trajectory is just fixed. But people report that it's apparently doable and potentially intended to be solved by just doing a jump as PAC. You know, just shooting yourself off the rail there. Again, I don't see how, because you only get a fixed trajectory, so I don't know how that's supposed to work. But another thing is to use the ability that we literally just bought, which looks like this. You shoot PAC forward. It says it charges PAC, but it's just you press the button and it just happens. You can do that in the air as well, and apparently, which, you know, makes perfect sense. While PAC is being shot forward, you cannot actually turn into PAC to cling to the rail. So, I don't know, in my eyes that might actually be an intended solution, because that way it can do things like that. I mean, kind of, theoretically, if you do it better than me, better than I did just there. But yeah, I mean, here you can see, I mean, the trajectory kind of gets close to working just like this, right? I mean, pressing to the right makes the angle too flat. The thing is, as soon as you approach the corner, you just automatically move around it. And the highest point that you can stop at, if you can even stop yourself there, is going to make you, bounce on the ceiling, just like that. So that does not work. Anyway, I should just give it a proper shot with one of the 2, either the grab or the PAC shot approach. I think should eventually work. It's a bit tricky. You don't have a lot of time after landing to basically just jump again immediately. I think what I'm going to try and do is... yeah. Something like that. Okay, that actually is very easy. It's a sparkling stone. I think we're down to 67 at this point. And we got the medal! Okay, awesome. No fanfare or extra confirmation or anything. It just shows the medal in the top left when you complete an area. Okay, good. That is good to know. Whew, man, I'm glad that it actually did work just like that on the first serious attempt that I did. Yeah, that I was afraid of that just being a whole thing, but honestly, that works. And yeah, while not transforming into mini PAC immediately after doing a Gaia grab, that is almost certainly not an intentional mechanic. But, you know, since they did specifically deactivate D-line interaction while you use PAC offensively, That, in my mind, makes perfect sense. But the timing might just be a little tighter. Yeah, I mean, the moment she reaches it, the, you know, the max distance, I think it looked like she wasn't even moving slowly back, but just teleported back, basically, the moment she reached the max distance, and then I immediately transformed. So, yeah, the timing there seems very tight, but apparently also doable. Okay, anyway. Oh, hey. Huh. It seemed like Puck actually aimed at that enemy. Okay, also, they just... Oh, is our enemies' respawns also just purely time-based, then? I've never seen enemies just respawn in the same room with me, just like that. I mean, not exactly within view, I guess. I wasn't technically looking at them at the time. Oh, okay, that stunned him. Interesting. Which allows me to eat him just like that. Okay. Hold on. Well, actually, I don't need to eat you at all. Okay, you can stun turrets, that's fun. Okay, so the Puck Shot deals a lot of stun damage, apparently. Let's see here. Skill. Oh, wait, that's not where skills are. Oh, wait, it literally is just a second one. I don't know where I was looking. Fire turret enemies. Okay, can also be performed in mid-air, specifically says that. And here it also says press Y again to detonate. Okay, it gives you all the info. Just actually look at things sometimes. It helps. Destroy terrain such as certain walls. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Not convinced that this will actually play much of a role, if at all. I mean, yes, we've used the normal grenade, the non-upgraded version, in one very specific situation so far, to shoot a grenade through that narrow little corridor or tunnel to reach a wall, a breakable wall from the other side that we could not have reached physically to attack with a sword. But the whole upgraded grenade breaking stronger walls? I don't know about that. What walls would that be? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this one does not specifically mention dealing a lot of stun damage, but it appears to be the case. I mean, it's a ranged attack, I suppose, but it does take a fair amount of ESP, so I don't know. I think I'll go back to my default sword for now. Or, you know, continue using my sword as a default. I'm definitely gonna test the upgraded grenade on more bosses and mini-bosses, though. Because, yeah, against that crab it worked wonders. Yeah. Anyway, we are going to just go to the next double jump location, which hopefully is not going to be quite as tricky as this one, but I mean, there were no others like this where you had to jump awkwardly off a D-line, so the rest of them should be more straightforward. I was just looking at this place here, even though I didn't have anything marked, and yeah, apparently there's nothing that we haven't done here. Well, we clearly haven't fully, you know, completed the area. I don't know if it maybe counts buying all the items or, you know, completing the arena or something. I mean, if nothing else, there's this door up here, which is mysterious, but I'm assuming that's just going to open up the end game or something as soon as we complete our main quest or some sort of main quest. There's nothing here that allows you to jump up, as far as I can tell. Right? I mean, there's... Oh, right. Also, right now we're inside the throne room, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, while I was here, though, I also remembered that we have enough shiny stones for her now. Sparkling stones. Inspiration's going well. No, nothing wrong. We just have more rocks for you. And we get heavy armor. I guess it's just a perk that reduces damage taken. Nullifies damage received from smaller enemies when in Gaia phase. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, seems like something... Yeah, I've given you 32. So, wasn't my count correct? Wait. I think last I said 60... 67? Wait, no, 68. So it was actually off by 2. Because there's a total of 89. Wait. So I was off... Wait, I was off by 1. 89, 67. Yes, okay. Not that it matters too much. What really matters... I mean, I could just start counting how many I have instead of how many I'm missing. Maybe that would be easier. Right now we're at 32. 18 more for the next thing. What was that again? Per capacitor. Okay, I mean, yeah, that is nice. And then eventually an HP tank. Okay. Yeah. Right, anyway, this latest perk that we just got definitely strikes me as something more situational. If there is some sort of a Gaia-only sequence at some point where you have to just do a bunch of, well, I don't know, traverse a longer section as Gaia with maybe some smaller enemies in the way that would otherwise knock you back or, you know, reduce your Gaia energy by damaging you. Sure, I can see using this. Otherwise, probably not. But hey, more options are never a bad thing. Okay, anyway. Moving on to the actual next double jump spot. Okay, here we are. And this should be very easy indeed. Just like so. And it leads us to a Sparkling Stone, 33. Okay. No metal, though. Which makes sense, because there is still that item. We know about that. Just don't know exactly how to get it, but yeah. Okay. Next one. Okay, we're in the Torn Lands, right here, where we did make it to this ledge before, only to immediately be disappointed by not being able to jump up here. But now we can do that, okay. Into this rather large room. Okay, we get this more advanced spider enemy as well. Should have eaten it. Probably still drops some useful materials for us. Oh. Wait. Okay. I thought it took more than a 3-hit combo before, but apparently not. Okay. Okay, we're definitely making it somewhere. Somewhere new here. Don't need that anymore. This area also has... Well, it has a green marker here, which means I wasn't sure if double jump or wall jump would be required here. I'm assuming... Actually, I'm not entirely sure if there was any moss in here. If there is, then I guess we should be able to make it with a double jump. I'm definitely gonna check. Also, we can finally make it... I assume at least, we can finally make it to this little platform here and get to that gargoyle thing as soon as it turns nighttime. So that's exciting. Ow. Need those? But those just drop leather, yeah. We knew that. That's not gonna reach. Almost, but not quite. Okay. Alright. Mostly just ignore the enemies, I guess. Should be fine. Well, specifically that enemy below, I guess. That I didn't really feel like I needed to kill. Fibrine fiber. Okay, right. Those do drop new things. And, yeah, those exploding enemies, I'm pretty sure, do not drop anything, so we don't need to worry about those. Okay, made it through that section. There's quite a bit more to do here. Maybe it ultimately all just leads to that one red item. That would be kind of crazy. But maybe there's more than just that. Okay. Well, we can easily fill all this room with more empty rooms like that. Okay, we got some D-line action going on here. My favorite. Oh, okay. Okay, dude. Can we... Hold on. This is actually a bit tricky. Yeah, let's just heal. I guess we can easily enough just do that. Yeah, there's really nothing stopping us from doing just that. But we will have those enemies just popping up as nice little surprises, I guess. Like so. Ah, okay, there. I did not expect to retransform when I did, so... Anyway. Hold on, we can just drop down here. Okay, that works. Just take our time. No need to rush anything. Okay. That is a new kind of worm. Interesting. I think I see what we might need to do here. Something like that, except not like that. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe and heal again because I don't know. I didn't trust myself there. Oh, you know what? What we could probably do is drop down from above. No, it's only going to start attacking. You know what? Let's deal with the blue guys in here first. Yeah, that's just gonna work eventually. Okay. Ow. Okay, don't just jump straight up into them. It should be pretty obvious, but whatever. It's fine. Okay, that's all the D-line aura, at least, out of the way. And that guy is gonna be back here, and we're gonna take damage. But we also managed to eat one. High density dendrite. Does it have a rare drop? Do I need to worry about that possibly being the only one of its kind? Surely not. I mean, there must be more that are in less awkward to reach places, right? Oh, energy slime and battery slime. Oh! I think I legitimately never noticed that new enemies had the glowing little red mark on them. Huh. Okay, I mean, that's nice. Energy slimes, battery slimes. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that these even count as different enemy types, because they're so... I don't know. They don't do anything differently. They're just one-shots. They don't deal damage to you. Just like the very basic slimes. They drop the same stuff. It's just different colors of the same thing. A blob of slime in which a nucleus has formed, bringing it to life. This blue subspecies uses a substance highly similar to ESP as an energy source. Okay. Battery slime. Purplish red species consumes special particles used to power Gaia. Does it have any kind of impact on what eating them or defeating them does for me? If so, I can't tell. I think the red worm is probably the only new enemy that we've seen. Yeah, venomous worm, there you go. And it does not drop anything different. Okay, good. A variant of the poisonous worm that you can tell is even more deadly at a glance. This hateful pest sadistically toys with its prey until it breathes its last. Slicing it in half is the best way to deal with it. Sure enough. Getting to it can be a bit tricky, though. Anyway, oh, I didn't even see that. That there was a way forward here. Yeah, there we go. I was just thinking as I was looking at the enemy list, okay, that's all nice and good, but was there actually somewhere else to go on this path? Also, wow, I missed that. I was looking at the map too. Well, I guess I was specifically looking at this room. Okay, we're going back. But yeah, there's obviously another section below here. Controls are still what they are. Okay, we can return. Thanks. Okay, you know what? That is sneaky. That's a sparkling stone, though. 34. Nice. It's incredibly convenient that the map just chose those kinds of things, to be honest. Yeah, those kinds of things, and also secret passages like the one that I definitely did not see. Oh no, the enemies are back. Well, some of them are. Yeah, so enemy respawn based on time. I mean, yes, that's obviously a factor, but it's not the only one. Or rather, it does not explain why some enemies just, you know, some enemies do respawn in the same area where other enemies were that do not respawn, at least not at the same time. It's, who knows? Do we know which way we want to go? That actually goes through a door, seems like? Down there? Or, no, it's not a door, it's just a hidden section, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's just... Oh! Basically, well, not a boss encounter. Ouch. No, it literally was just a little ambush. Okay, cool. Kinda wish I hadn't taken damage there, but we're not in critical health yet. We should be fine. We're also down to 1 HP capsule, so... try to be a bit conservative with those. Okay. Thankfully you can just knock those guys back, and they will typically explode far away from you. Okay, okay. Be wary of chain reactions like that, though. Okay. Trying to be tricky here, hiding some D-line aura from me, I see. Oh no. Not like this. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. That absolutely does not break those. I knew that, but... well... okay. Okay, we got more of these worms. Yeah, I mean, when you just encounter them as normal enemies like that, especially in a small room like this, it's completely trivial. But also, this doesn't break from here. Okay. Well, at least we got something out of it. Yeah, I mean, a sparkling stone. Great. So, yeah. We're gonna use an escape device here. It's fine. I bought a bunch more, and at this point, 100 extra aura is obviously not a big deal. But yeah. It's just the game telling me, once again, definitely not for the first time, that, you know, I might want to wait until I re-explore, backtrack, and try to clean up until I actually have all the abilities, because it's just gonna do that. Just gonna hide, you know, some kind of passage behind one upgrade, only to then have another obstacle that requires a different upgrade, and then a third one, like in that case. At least we did get something. We did, you know, we got incremental progress. Also, yeah, it's literally just one of these. Sparkling stone. Okay, 35. Okay, still got... oh yeah, of course. I mean, these are connected, obviously. Don't need that anymore. Or that, really. I mean, I know that I'm heading there next. In fact, it's not going to take very long, but I'm going to wait until nighttime, of course. Dang it, I was sitting here for so long. Oh my god. I was sitting here for so long. Like, I mean, not that long, like 3 minutes or so maybe. I don't know. Waiting for the first sign of the sky getting darker. It just never did. Okay. Don't know if that did anything. Apparently it did because this thing died super quickly. Okay. Nocturnal rod cells. I think that might be the same thing we got from the first one we killed. Which doesn't seem like it respawns, so I'm assuming the same is true for this one. Material, yes. Okay, so we have 2 of these. I see. So they drop from these and some other enemy as well. But this was just the same kind that we saw. I probably just skipped over it too, didn't I? Did I? No, actually I didn't. Wait. God damn it. It doesn't matter at all. Yeah, it's somewhere in the middle here, isn't it? There it is. Mecha gargoyle. Implying, of course, that a non-mecha gargoyle might exist. Maybe that's the other enemy type that drops the item. Yeah, now the sky has turned into night mode. So, yeah, I was hoping that I would catch the transformation or the hatching on camera. Not that it was anything special at all, like a very short animation of it. But, yeah, of course I didn't know how long I would need to wait, so I didn't want to just record all of it with me just rambling. Which I'm doing now anyway, so it is what it is. Anyway, we are going to, I guess, get to the sky-high tree. Let's see, we obviously got this section here that I'm kind of excited about because it leads to all of that up there. And the other place was here. Oh, right, that's still... Yeah, it's a green marker, but it marks something else. I'm assuming... I'm assuming that the sky-high tree is going to be connected to the labyrinth of the giant tree, even though we've only seen that there is a door to the Tornlands. But I'm assuming that up here that we're pretty close actually to revealing that there's going to be another door that connects to the bottom of the sky-high tree itself. Wouldn't really make a lot of sense if the tree wasn't connected to its roots. So. Yeah, I'm guessing that we're going to enter through that, and that's going to allow us access to this whole section here. Anyway, for now, I think the only thing we can do is go to that place. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, and just like that, we are up here, where we were able to make it just using the extended... active shot, but then there were all these, you know, platforms that we could not actually reach. Oh, you're just a stronger archer. I don't think we've seen you before. Which means you get eaten. Congratulations. What's up with this? Nothing. That's just a way to drop down. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Doesn't look like there's any other way into that cube of wood, so... I guess we just move on. Double jump, yeah, definitely absolutely required to make it through here. Okay. Wait. Oh, I guess that up there is not open. Okay, that's not a thin platform that we can just drop down through. Got these swingy things here, interestingly. Yeah, this is closed and it's going to take some sort of trigger to open up. Fair enough. I guess we'll build up a little bit of height. Yeah. Oh, what? That was weird. I didn't think I was pressing down, so I don't know why I just let go of the vine there. Let's just go from here then, I suppose. Just bring me my money, please. Thank you. Can we grab that? We absolutely can. Oh, and I didn't even see the lever at first, but that is going to open that up for us. Okay. And it will also lead to another one of the world's most unnecessary shortcut doors. I mean, what? Why? Just to save me from having to climb up and walk all the way around, all 10 meters? Okay, of course the birds are still always gonna hit me. Okay, a little freeze there. Oh, we got a big bird. Hold on, hold on. We've definitely seen one of these red tamer ladies before. Okay. But those big Archaeops birds are new for sure. Oh, okay, nice. And the red lions as well. Metallic fiber barbs are a new type of item as well. These are just your normal thingamo Leo. What are they called? Oh. Let's not die here, if we can avoid it. Yeah. When there's multiple of them, obviously they get desynced and it's getting all kinds of messy. By themselves, they're so easy to deal with. They literally just jump over you. Okay. Well, this is kind of fun. Hold on. Could we possibly do something with that, or can we actually just make it up there anyway? Oh, there's a series of platforms. So yeah, we just want to kill that thing. Get its metallic fiber barbs. Let's quickly look over here, I suppose. There's a whole upper path. Okay, we get some more differently colored slimes here. Oh, and another stonefly. Oh, wait. Guess I'm gonna try to hit her with that. That worked. Nice. Sparkling stone number 36. I keep forgetting that I don't have my ESP blast available for a combo hit. But that's okay. I mean, honestly, the grenade is useful, but yeah, the sword is just more versatile. Especially, you know, since I'm still gonna fight most things in melee. Oh, we needed to come here anyway. Turns out. Because otherwise we would have been stopped on that path somewhere. Also, apparently there's a quick way down and an item. Looks like we chose correctly, though. Ah, yes. Okay. And the item is also kind of hidden, except it's totally visible on the map, so... High-grade material. Assuming we're gonna need that for an upcoming ESP upgrade. Not the next one, which we can afford by now, actually. We just need to make it back to a save point. Okay, all of these are back? Just jump over me and get wrecked. Oh, that was a bit too close there. Ow. Don't die. Jesus, I was not paying attention to my health at all. Also, I didn't expect all of these enemies to be back. Which, of course, isn't an excuse for getting hit by absolutely all of them. But that's fine. We live. Not today, little bird. Okay, we got a vine here. But we also got stuff below. Ooh. So we got this path here, which looks like that's going to connect to... Oh, wait. Was there another... Is there another door that's still locked? So we actually have to follow this other path. I see. To hit another lever. Okay. Anything else up here? Almost looks like there's something in the ceiling, but it's not like we can... Oh, there's another vine to knock down. That's definitely out of reach of our grenade explosion, though. Okay, I'm honestly surprised he didn't turn around again as soon as I dodged past him. Yep. Let's knock that down for good measure. And there we go. Final path opened. Of course we get another ambush here. As you do. Right, so this section here definitely did end up leading to a bit of a longer sequence. But I kind of expected that, of course. I mean, I didn't know that the game wouldn't stop me again. You know, requiring some other upgrade I'm still missing. But, of course, I knew that it possibly might not do that. So, yeah. We were allowed to fully explore... Oh! Fully explore this. That is red. I'm assuming it's also only going to come out at night, but it looks like it might actually be turning nighttime, so... I'm gonna just keep recording here. We still have one heal left. We'll see how this goes. Should I go for the grenade? I hit the previous one with one grenade eventually, after I stopped flailing. I don't know if it really did much, but... Hmm. 49 minutes. Come on, game. I see the stars in the sky. Surely it's nighttime already. Unless this one is different, because it's a different color. And this one only comes out during the day. Never mind, there it is. Okay, I hit it with the grenade. Okay. No! That is the worst. I can't eat it now. There's no way. I wasn't thinking. I didn't know, of course, that I would kill it as quickly as I did. I kind of expected... I was in mini-boss mode. I expected it to be quite a bit tougher than that. That is very annoying. But I'm gonna double check here what it supposedly can drop. Also, did we... Okay. We got the Blood Thelion. Very imaginative name here. A higher megathelion species that detects intruders on the masked tamer's orders. Though it appears obedient, it's always sharpening its fangs to be ready to pounce the moment its master shows weakness. Nice. Also, yeah, we got the Archaeopteryx. Tiny Pteryx, Archaeopteryx. A bird-like creature that resembles prehistoric reptiles. It's capable of shooting its feathers at foes while airborne. Its sharper beak and longer tail distinguish it from the Tiny Pteryx. Right. Mecha Vampire. None devoured, but also no materials? Or do we just not know? That's interesting. dull red-colored advanced fighting machine. It's even more powerful than its black counterpart. And it's said to be capable of tearing through an entire army by itself. The thing is, though, even if it does not drop materials, which I find very weird, that would be the first enemy, the only enemy that can be devoured but does not give materials. Maybe it just doesn't show them until you have devoured at least one. At which point it will show you the full list, even if you didn't get the rare stuff, for example. Dang it! The thing is, I mean, it's just gonna evaporate like so, yeah. Okay, what I will do is I'm going to reload and redo this section here from the last checkpoint. Which isn't a big deal at all, but, you know, it's a bit annoying, of course. I'm going to do that off camera, and this time I'm going to make sure to defeat the thing and have enough energy to be able to eat it. You know, I'll have my vampire and eat it too. Okay, did it again, and we eat it, and we get nocturnal rot cells, so it totally does drop those. And since there is a seemingly limited number of these gargoyles and vampires, I guess, yeah, I definitely want to make sure that I get all of their drops. Just in case, you know. It would be very mean of the game to require something, you know, have something require more than one of those things, or even any number of those things. But obviously they must be required for something, and if they only drop from 2 enemy types, that both of which are in limited supply, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess that would mean that technically whatever requires nocturnal rot cells is missable. But it's also possible that maybe eventually there's going to be one gargoyle or one vampire that does respawn. Under certain conditions, perhaps, or something like that. But obviously, yeah, grabbing that drop right away is the way to go. Also, it only occurred to me after I had already restarted that maybe another way to do it, if I mess up in that same way before, or in that same way again as I did before, I might be able to just transform into Gaia and then eat in Gaia form, which does not require ESP, because you're not using ESP while transformed. So that probably would have been a way to salvage that, and also the previous situation where I was fighting that, the crystal crab thing. Anyway, that's something to try if I find myself in a similar situation again, but ideally I should not, and I should just pay attention to where my ESP is at when I'm planning to eat a new enemy, you know. Anyway, yeah, that seems to complete this upper section, obviously. This was all just to ultimately get to that vampire thing. Mecha Vampire. That is what it was called, right? So, yeah. Presumably, either defeating them does something for you, or the materials that they drop are also used for something good. Also, yeah, we got the Infected Miner. A Balra warrior infected by a brain parasite. Instead of his signature weapon, he now wields an excavator, drilling into the earth with reckless abandon. Right. I think that's the only other new enemy type that we've seen, though. Yeah, okay. I will obviously end the episode here. We have not completed all of the double jump points, but that was expected. Right, the green one is still that weird little bouncy thing that's in the way. We have double jump locations in both of the current progress zones, so that makes sense, but yeah, we just have a tiny little bit left here, just 2 places. Oh yeah, actually that, right. Where I was able to use my grenade to break the thing, but then I wasn't able to get to the actual reward. But that one we should definitely be able to grab now. And then also, yeah, take a look at what's up here. That's actually pretty exciting. And in fact, this might be what opens up the path to the summit for us, and thus to Tsade's? Yeah, I think. new location, presumably. So that could be pretty interesting. And what was here? I don't remember if there was climbing moss here. I definitely double-checked that at some point. But I'm gonna check it again. Maybe double jump is all that we need there. Yeah, as for whatever else is left to do here, we're gonna be able to break these walls. Okay, so that's probably not gonna happen, but there are a couple more things to check out next time. For now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye!